welcome to WINvesting, PowerTrade. My name's Ted Posobiec. Let's get started with a disclaimer here. Take a look at this and read it over. There is risk in trading real money, so don't risk money that you can't afford to lose. I am not a financial advisor. I am a full-time futures trader. I do dabble now and then in stocks and ETFs. Let's get started here. PowerTrade trading format. The training format, we'll do a 20-minute session on a new topic every week. A live trade for about 10 minutes. Sometimes it can take a little longer than that. We'll do that around 2 o'clock. Join me in a 20-minute interactive mastermind. Is your microphone on? Is this microphone on? If your computer has a working microphone, you may be asked to join the conversation during the mastermind. Your participation is very important and will help accelerate your learning curve. Got spot on my glasses. Each mastermind includes wins. Tell us about your best trades of the week so far. Lessons. What did you learn this week and what would benefit others? Q&A. What can we help clarify that will help you be a better trader? About WINvesting. Established in early I keep doing the 19, I don't know why, 1909, 2009. We've helped thousands of traders like you in over 53 countries around the world. Our focus is to help you get real world profits without risking hard-earned cash. We do that via our 6-step profitability path so you can learn in a virtually risk-free, stress-free environment. For more information on that, you can go to www.winvesting.com. Take a look at it there. Look at it. About your host, Ted Posobiec, that's me. Chief Trading Strategist at winvesting.com. Professional day trader, primarily futures. I'm also the host of the daily E-mini Insider Trading Room at WINvesting. Quick housekeeping notes. Replays, we are recording this and we'll post them as soon as possible. Participate. Your active participation will help you reinforce what you've learned. So please, if you have a mic, bring it in. Let me talk to you one-on-one here. Suggest. Send in a topic for future power trades to support at winvesting.com. And again, if you have a suggestion that you want to go over, send it to support at winvesting.com. Congratulations. Big thank you to Melissa, who suggested this week's topic. Melissa, you won a free month of our bronze membership. We'll email you as soon with the details on that. Part 1, the training phase of this. Market correlation and how to use one market to profit from another. Overview. What is market correlation? Why it matters. How to find correlations. Leaders versus followers. How to set up a correlation chart, showing 2 to 4 markets on one chart. That's what I'm going to be going over, showing how to make those charts. What is market correlation? Market correlation is a measurement of degree of which 2 or more securities move in relationship to another. Why correlation matters? Correlating markets can be used to predict what other markets will do. Positive correlation equals markets move in the same direction. Can be used for hedging risk. Negative correlation equals if one market goes down, the other one will probably go up. I look for both of these on a daily basis, really. I'll go into what I use and what I'm looking at shortly here. By choosing assets with low correlation, you can increase the diversity of your portfolio. Again, take a look at in Investopedia for other information on that. That's where I pull a lot of the best information came out of there. There's a few things that I look at, how to find correlations. I use FinFizz. What I need to do is I want to bring this up so that you get the right what it looks like. I want to make sure that it is. And I'll look at this in the morning. And this is what I'm looking at right here. I'll look to see where like the US dollar is versus the gold and heating oil. I want to see these numbers up into a certain area. Just because it's green up here or red down here, that really doesn't matter. That just means there's, it doesn't mean that it might be falling. It could be going up or down. What I'm looking for are these numbers here. A -7.2 with the Russell, and I look at the numbers up here to see the higher the number, that is the market that I actually want to trade. If I'm looking at, let's go with gold at a 2.9, that's higher than heating oil or the 10-year note. So I'd probably be looking more at the gold rather than the 30-year note. That's not a correlation that I'm looking for. Where I'm looking for a correlation, I've got a 30-year bond, 5-year bond, and a 10-year bond. 10 years is pushing a little faster than the 30, so it would be a possibility that the 10-year note will be moving sooner. We do have a bond auction here at 1:30, 2 o'clock. There is a the number here. What you want to look for is the higher number. Let's say you're like me and I trade S&P, NASDAQ. NASDAQ is actually trading a little higher than the S&P, so I'd be looking at NASDAQ. Crude oil versus the NASDAQ and crude, I'd be looking at taking crude. This, you can use this for a correlation with crude to heating oil, or heating oil and gold. I'll get into that a little later. But what I want to see is I don't want to see these numbers in 0.09, 0.08. I want to stay away from anything that is lower. US dollar right now, if anybody's trading that, it's probably not moving too much. So this is one. This is what I'll take a look at every morning. And usually on my charts that I'll have NQ, YM, ES on one chart, possibly I might even have bonds on that same chart. And I can watch that there. The next location here, this MRCI is a better way to look at correlating markets. And this here's, when you pull that up, this is what you'll see. On the left side here, there's a scale, or your YM, ES, and then up here, you line them up. And I'm looking for GC and YM. You could use that, NQ. Take a look at the site. I want you to go on the site. You take a look at it, and you can use this market here. What the question was asked was, is there a correlation between the Japanese yen and ZB? If you see a correlation there, then by all means use it. I don't see a correlation with those two. They kind of want to move together. Usually what I'm looking for are pairs of, or markets that are together. we can come back to this if there's any questions. But take a look at this. I want you to go online. I am limited on time here, so take a look at that on your own. If Dan, you can put that one in there too. FinFiz is a good one. That's like a heat map, but the MRCI is where I would go for more for correlations. How I day trade futures using market correlations. I look for correlations between, here we go, CL, NG, GC, and ES. CL and NG are closer to it's an energy. What I like to see is CL and NG moving together. There are times when they separate and they'll go in opposite directions, which is fine. I'm not using them so much as to what is going to move before the other, but you can. If you watch those, one will normally lead, the other one will follow. Usually, in the past, CL and gold ran together. CL and gold ran together while CL and ES separated, or the dollar in CL, DX. The markets that I like to watch are on another chart would be NQ, ES, YM, TF, or ZB. Any four of those, I'll drop one out and put in. But usually you will see NQ, ES, and YM traveling together, and TF could be going the other direction. There are times that I have seen just recently here where ZB itself will move with NQ, and when I see that I get kind of confused because usually they work against each other. But with the way markets and stuff are changing now, as long as I can see a correlation between those, because all of those tie in with 3 DX, US dollar, DX, the 6s, 6E, 6J, etc., along with gold and any of the bonds, ZB, ZN, except I will go into that. If the dollar rises, usually bonds would fall. And when bonds will fall will be if there's a increase in interest. Not always true. Again, if I see in the morning everything is traveling up at the same direction, I will try to find out which one is going first and the other ones are following, whether they're together in a positive way or when they start separating from each other, one going up and the other one coming down. Will still give me an indication of which one, if I'm trading bonds and the dollar goes up, bonds are going short, I will look for the short on the bonds if the dollar is leading. Usually that's what I'm looking for in that. So I hope I'm not losing anybody here because I think I'd get lost. Yeah, Chris, if on the FinFiz, if the number is higher, that's the one that I'd rather trade. One that's got the more volatility. Leaders versus followers. When looking at markets with positive correlation, they generally move in the same direction. And it doesn't matter if it's up or down, that's positive. It's more important to determine which market is leading and which one is following. You will have, very often the leading market predicts what the following market will do 10 to 20 seconds later. It's enough time for you to put a trade in on the follower. If you happen to find that the Japanese yen is leading, and by all means, if you're watching the bonds on that, by all means go ahead and do that. I can't tell you that that's what I would use because I don't see a correlation myself. I haven't watched it enough. Yeah, Richard. So once I get building a chart here, you'll be able to see a little bit better on what I'm talking about. Leaders versus followers continued here. Start with markets that you want to trade, then find the correlating markets. It's really up to you what you're going to look for. That's personal preference. Take a look at the MRCI. That can help you there. Read up on that itself. Start with markets that you want to trade, then find the correlation with the markets. Backtest, backtest, backtest to find out what markets trend to tend to be the leaders and which ones will tend to follow. Watch PowerTrade episode 3 on backtesting. You'll be able to see this. You'll have to do this in a market replay. It's not going to work on a still chart because you don't know which one's leading, which one's following. But you will see a correlation, whether it's positive or opposing. Keep a log or a journal and keep track of the correlations. How to set up a correlation chart. All right, let's get into this. This works very well on NinjaTrader platform. That's what I use. I'm not sure how to set it up on anything else, but I'm pretty sure you can. I have this chart up on my computer daily. If I don't have it on the trading computer that I'm on line with, I have another computer off to my side that I watch these charts up before. You can easily use any time slice you like, whether it be a minute chart, even an hour chart, up to an hour, whatever you like. Tick charts, range charts, that's something that you'll have to decide on what you like. I like having a 5-minute chart, getting them all set up on a 5-minute chart, and then I can go from 5-minute to 3-minute and even go to a tick chart if I like. So let's go make some charts. Now, usually some of you guys have seen me do this before, and I make a 4-on-1. You don't have to do 4, you can just do 2 markets. So what I'll do is start out with a 2, and then we'll put 4 on. So let me go ahead and escape here, pull this out, and I'll go ahead and get a new chart. Thing that you want to remember is once you put on what you're looking at, let's go with CL, GC, ES, and ZB. And let's go with a minute chart, and I want to go with 5-minute. And the thing is, I got it. Nope, let's just stay with 1, because I can change that easy enough. Once you put all 3 of these on, what you need to do is go to none. Because if you go to anything else, it's not going to let it come up. I said I was going to do 2 first, didn't I? So let's remove that one, and then go to none and hit OK. And I have the wrong gold, so I will go to data series, remove gold there, put the right one in, hit OK. There we have both markets. Looks like we have CL going up while gold went down. It was going up together here and here. I'll use my crosshairs. You can see it here. It's going up. It came down, and at 1:30 we had a separation. Looks like CL might be catching up and starting to head down. So there's what you do there. Now, what I do when I want to put an indicator on is with this chart here, with just two on, I like using EMAs. So I'm going to put 3 EMAs on the CL and 3 EMAs on the gold. So I need 6 altogether. So I'm going to just go ahead and put 6 in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I'll start up with the first one here is going to be up on this chart. Not much I have to do for anything that's up on top. other than change the EMA. The 50 is good. We'll take the second one, make that a 21, and make this red. And make the next one, the last one here, I want this a 9, and I'll make that white. This here's where it gets a little tricky when you go down to this one here, because I want them down here. 50 is good, color is good. What I need to do is go to Input Series. Click on Input Series. Click on the box there. Give it some time to open up. There we go. And I'll go down here to click on the GC, the second box down here. And I want to open that and hit close, hit OK. And then I'll do the same thing to this one here. I'll take this one and make this a 21, a red. And white. Make this one a 9. Hit apply. And I did something wrong. I know what I did. I know exactly what I did. What I did not do was go to here, go to GC, close. Hit OK. Go here. Go to GC and close. Hit OK. Now you can put more on the chart. You can put 4 or 5 on the chart. We're getting close to 2 o'clock here. I do want to slide this off so I can. I got it right here. Hope everybody can see that. You can put more on the chart. Now once you have this done, you'll want to save as, and I'll just put 2 on 1. And hit OK. So anytime I need to make that chart, that's what will come up. And you don't have to use, once that template is made, you don't have to use the CL or gold. You can use any market that you want. And I can come up here, change this to a 5-minute chart. Let's go to a 30-minute chart so I can see the overall trend. We trended up today and coming back down. Getting close here. We're going to try to kill 2 birds with 1 stone here. Get that out of the way. And go side by side. Usually what I like to see is when these are markets are going together, they'll trend together, and then watch for one to lead and the other one to follow. Looks like gold on the 30-minute chart here moved a little faster. It started moving up before CL did, and then CL caught up. We had a little, that might have been around the news, 12 o'clock yesterday. Anybody trade today at 10:30? Yeah, thanks, Richard. I seen that. That might have caused the separation. This one here was yesterday, though. Or was it? 12:24. Today is the 12th, so that's right here. We're getting ready here. It's been working pretty slow this week. I think a lot of it has to do with spring break, and it's going to be a short trading week. And we've taken off 2 ticks. There's 4. I'll get 3 and be happy with it. Looking for this to come up to here, and I'd like to fade that. We had a volume spike here. This I have not seen in a almost 2 weeks, a sudden pop up like this. I'll see it come up here. I will fade this high. That swing. I don't have a level 2 up here. I wasn't using correlation on this. Richard, can you explain the basis for this trade? It's just a breakout trade at 2 o'clock, Richard. I didn't use anything for correlation on it, just 2 o'clock. Time trade, yep. Thing is moving up pretty hard. Come on. I did not want to see that green. There we go. Hit me, fill me. There's 4. I'm going to give me a second here. I want to take some notes because this is a news day oil report. I need to go back and do some back testing. The reason why I'm taking this, the short targets is because this normally did, for the last week and a half, did not trade like this. I did not get it the last 2 Wednesdays. Last Wednesday I didn't do it. So I need to go back and find out if this is going to be a norm on the Wednesdays. But I do, what I have found for you guys that are in here now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm looking for these, a reversal here. And if price would have came down, I would have looked for the reversal right here, taking it up. Now what do I want to do? A lot of times it'll come back down to this line here, or maybe this one, and then retrace a little bit here. It was good for 5 ticks at least. I'm going to shrink this up here a little bit, and I want to get to making that 4-on-1 chart to show you there. What I do want to watch is we had the open here. I'm going to go ahead and put a box right here and might take another trade here about quarter after. We'll see what's going on here. About 10 minutes. So to make 4-on-1, I'll grab a new chart and let's put CLES, GC, and ZB. Oh no, let's do this. Let's go with YM, NQ, ES, and ZB. And again, wow. Go to none. Get that started. Missed the volume spike. It was 18 ticks. That was a sweet move. Anybody else get anything on that? We have to put the EMAs on, or MAs, whatever you want to put on, you do it the same way. You have the 4 markets here, and you just have to remember, once you go into it, you need to just make sure that you, okay, I guess I was on the right one. EMA, we'll just put a few on here. We'll go to put it on the other charts. So we have a 50 on the YM. The next one, let's say that's one. This one here. This one here, I want to put it on the NQ, ES, and then ZB. So you go to the input series, NQ, and close. Drop down to the next one. ES, close, okay. Input series, ZB, close, and we'll have a 50 EMA on the rest of those, and I'll remove these other 2. There's our EMAs on that. So you can put as many of those on that you like, or don't put any on at all. Usually if you can use one just to help you out with a correlation, or at least a trend direction. Look at, on the 1 minute chart here, look at all 3 of these. Positive correlation, definitely. Everything seemed to be flat here, and when they started breaking up, bonds went down. That's what I use for my correlation. And I hope this helps everybody out with that. And I want to thank Melissa again. Melissa, are you in here today? I can't see. Wayne, you have a imbalance. That's using a line chart. Using instead of the candlesticks, that's using lines for YM. Do you have a chart template? Richard, I'm not sure if this can be automated or not. Do you have a chart template on the what you've got? Really, I'm not into automation trading. Anything can be automated. I would think that would be really hard to. It might not be hard to a program, but I'm not into that. Okay, if it's I'm going to try to do that on. I'll make that chart here up on Ninja. Wayne has a chart that shows imbalance in the market. And I think I've made one before. Was going to try to do that this weekend. Yeah. All right. It's 11 after. I'm not seeing too much here. Okay, I like the level here where it's flattened out here. I do like the possible pullback to the 50 EMA to bring it down. Let's see, we're at the this level here for a reversal. See, that came down here, popped up. And my next level would be down here. I'll keep this over here. Yeah, by the higher the number on FinFizz, which tells which one's moving more. Maybe not so much trending, but it's moving. Well, if it's moving, you're going to be trending. So, the higher the number, the more volatile it is. Yes, Chris, I use 610 charts, 377 tick charts, 610 tick charts, 450 tick charts. Yeah, I have a trade setup that uses tick chart. Usually if what I'm looking for is you have to watch the candle itself. It's better to do it with just one or two different charts or two different markets. Right here, let me go with the crosshairs. And you're looking at the candle itself. What is it doing? If I see this one go red and this one go green, so you're looking at the candle itself. I like using a 1 minute chart. You can see it on a 5 minute chart too, whether it's a wicked up or wicked down. And it looks like these are moving together. YM looks like it did move a little bit first. It pulled back. This one's coming down. Now NQ just pulled back. That's what I'm looking at. You might have a hard time seeing that. Open it up. And this is what I'm looking at right here. Opens. You got dojis. Which one goes up first? YM went up first. NQ followed. No, this is not, this presentation, this is just a learning session. We do these PowerTrades free training every Wednesday. You can see the replays at WINvesting.com, PowerTrader. Thanks, Dan. I see some questions here that I missed, and I'm trying to go back and find them. If I missed your question, this here had to be, this was at 2 o'clock. So YM and NQ also moved with CL. They all moved at the same, it's 2 o'clock. NQ and YM. Let's see, that's $5 a tick. My drawing tool ain't working on it. Go up to that high there. 31 ticks on, yeah, that would have been great. All right, we're punching down. I did miss that. I'd have taken 3 or 4 ticks. Just something to keep an eye on. Those that are interested in the time trades, take a look at that. Take a look at it. I'm going to set this off to the side if I do see something happening. I'd like to see another volume spike. A volume spike coming down to the, let me show you where I'm looking. I want to see a volume spike coming down to this line here. I'll take it long. Could take a volume spike off the 50 EMA, and let's go back here. I'll put a line right here from this congested area right here. These indicators right here, this indicator, this, Kenneth, is this what you're looking for? Kenneth? GC's moving up. This here is just a standard indicator from NinjaTrader. Go into S. Swing. I have the strength set at 5. That's all it is. There's a lot of questions here. I know I missed some. I tried to go back to some questions I wanted to answer, and I can't find them now. Sorry if I missed it. If you don't mind, put them back in. We'll get going here with the rest of the presentation. It's not a presentation. It's a learning session. So let's go back to my slideshow. The mastermind wins, lessons, and Q&A, part 3. What was your best trade so far this past week? And this past week would be from last Wednesday. Use last week even. We were off last week. So whatever you had for your last week of trading, let me know what your best trade is. If you have a microphone, let me know and I'll unmute you. Otherwise, type it into the chat box. And I am going to open this chat box up way big. And get it where I can see it a little better. This was a trade taken, let's see, I can't see the top there. This was last week on the 6th. That was my best one single trade, single contract, and it did get down and hit my target. So I was real pleased with that. I was testing out some, and you can see that that was, would have got in here around 11:20, maybe 11:15, and I held it for a long time. That was a long run. That was my best trade. Short CL today, just before the, okay, you got a short there. And you took it before here, way back here sometime? That was good. That was good, Nancy. Good job. Anybody else have anything? Yeah. I trade time trades, volume spike trades when they happen, 610 trades, London swing trades. I'm open up. Somebody wanted to know what I talk about the trade room. I'm there to answer questions. If you have questions, pretty much there to, I'm going to trade my way, the way I trade. And I trade ES, not ES, too much, gold, ZB, NQ, and CL. I'll trade anything that moves, but in the room there, I've got, that's really a lot to handle on one trading day. So I chop things up into different sections. ZB and gold, I'll trade those together, 8:20 to 9 o'clock. Then I may have trades on and then go over to CL around 9 o'clock so I can take the open on CL. Watch CL up to 9:30 for from 9:30 on. I'll be looking at NQ and CL. Usually I'll try to have them on one screen, but I usually separate them out so I can see everything large. It is kind of difficult to trade that way because I just soon take one or two markets itself and just trade those markets. But we go. I'll go over anything that you have the courses in to the best of my ability. Yeah, I might not have made the course, but I can show you how I trade it myself. What did you learn this week that would benefit others? If you have a microphone again, let me know, and I will go ahead and unmute you. Otherwise, put it in the box. I'll tell you what I learned today. Big lesson is do not grab a sawzall or a reciprocating saw and try to open up a hole a little wider next to a water line, because you will have some problems if you hit that water line. So I won't be doing that again. That was a big lesson that I learned. Yeah, Richard, you're right. I knew there wasn't no electrical. I knew where the electrical was. The sad thing is I knew exactly where the water line was because it's exposed. Anyway, yeah. I had I've been keeping up with my daily checklist, and I have not had a problem with not being live when I thought I was thought I was live and was in sim instead. It has helped me out greatly. I hope you all have a Flex Seal. That water was coming out so fast. Anyway, that's what I learned this week. And the sad thing is, I have done it before. Hopefully, it's the last time. What can we help clarify that'll help you be a better futures trader? Let me know if you have anything there. Flex Seal, you guys are already doing this part. Next step, go ahead, put in anything, where to go from here. Review your notes, take action on at least one thing that you've learned. Visit us at www.winvesting.com and check out the profitability path. Send us your feedback and suggestions for future episodes at support@winvesting.com. Thanks for joining us. Got a couple minutes. I'll stay here if anybody has anything. Thanks, Chris. Nice to have you in. Pat, Richard, Bill, Kenneth, everybody. A lot of people in here today. I want to thank everybody for joining me. If anybody has anything else, well, thanks, Pat. There's a lot of nice information. I've used that FinViz for several years. Thanks, Bill, Barry. I get to go play in a band today. 7 o'clock. You're welcome, Faye. Thanks a lot. I really appreciate it. The guitar. I don't know what I'm going to play because I don't know which one. All right. I don't know whether to take one that I made or just take my Telecaster. Hey, everybody have a great one. I'm out of here. Have a good day. And see some of you tomorrow in the room. Take it easy. Thanks for joining us. Bye.